Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Time for FlyToMoon versus AFK20. The Iron Talent Enthusiasts, as you could also say. Quick stack put together by Soneko, beating Navi and a bunch of other teams in the open qualifiers to make it through here. But, well, they're sitting right around the midfield, sitting at 2-2. And FlyToMoon 3-1. They have a chance to make it 4-1. And these results, you gotta keep an eye on those. I haven't done the math because I'm really bad at it for all of the teams, but 4 points at this point should all but guarantee you a spot in the next round. Here's the top 4 teams to make it through to the playoffs. FlyToMoon have the chance to make it happen right now. So, yeah, that's what happens when you pretty much get past the halfway point in these kind of best one round robin stages as we are right now. I'm dragondrop, still joined by Ryuu for some reason. How are you doing?
I don't know why I'm still here. It's a good question.
I don't know. I can't get rid of you. You just don't leave the voice call. Can't do anything else. But hey, might as well get your input here in these games while you're around. As there's some interesting bands the Bounty Hunter actually taken out. That's something that I've seen too much of before. First phase anyway. The Night Stalker, that's normally the hero that's been banned out instead.
Yep, Night Stalker normally can counter Beastmaster, take away his vision, can go Crimson Guard and whatnot, counter a lot of his burst damage too.
10
so
seconds
it kind of kills 2 things at once, but still, well, with the Sky ban, maybe you don't want to do it. But we saw Lesh and Axe last game, pretty strong duo, could do that. Still.
FlyToMoon have run a number of different things here. Normally they're the ones who have the Naga on like 2 different games here in this qualifier. But this time around they ban it out. Start off with a Spirit Breaker, so they want to mix things up a little bit themselves. And well, Spirit Breaker, in my eyes, there's always a hope for Life Stealer.
10 seconds remaining.
That didn't work out earlier.
5 seconds remaining. Dire team pick.
Now Lifestealer won Radiance.
Oh yeah, right.
That Spirit Breaker was level 4 at
right.
At 18 minutes in the game with no boost.
I remember now. I chose to forget that game because the Spirit Breaker was so sad.
I've never seen that ever in a professional game. If you call that a
oh wow!
I didn't finish my sentence.
Says the NA Dota player. Yeah. Anyway, Doom certainly much more common, very powerful hero. Don't really have to talk too much about that. Night Stalker, Windrunner, also as far as offlane combos are concerned, one of the better ones. With the Windrunner just being able to blink away very easily, can't freaking trade against that Windrun unless you have maybe something like a Skywrath Mage. Through its magic harassment instead, but lo and behold, that one has been banned out already. So AFK20, they've put some thoughts into their bans.
5 seconds
I don't care bans, only care picks. Doom, huh?
Okay.
Doom Wind Ranger. Let's see. There's too many heroes still left in the pool. It can be. We've seen a lot of Slarks and Bloodseekers banned in the second phase.
Yeah.
So, I think Slark is an okay hero against Doom. You can just... I don't really like Slark against Spiritbreaker, though, because you can charge him throughout the map, then you can't really heal Doom. You also preemptively have to pop your ulti early, so you don't get doomed a lot of the times. But
Dire team ban.
Tusk, huh?
Team ban.
I don't think I've seen a Tusk ban in forever.
Yeah, it's one of these heroes that's fallen out of favor, but still crops up every now and again. With, I think, limited success. I haven't run the stats. But, I feel like I've seen as many Tusks win as they lose, if not less. But yeah, not gonna be joining us in this game no matter what. I mean, I'm still expecting a Warlock to come out just because he's... I feel like he's too good to pass up in pretty much almost any lineup. Other than that, Witch Doctor would also come to mind. For mid lanes like Lina, Death Prophet, Shadow Fiend, we've seen a few of those. Or something different.
probably see FlyToMoon pick up a 5 hero. Depends on how they want to play. Bane is okay, but they need some kind of hero that can push out lanes now. I still think they should go for Lesh. And I think 20 minutes they should go for a 5 hero of their own, maybe Bane or something.
Radiant team pick.
Yeah. Monkey King ban.
Dire team
That's
pick.
one of the heroes that can actually do quite well up against a Doom. So makes sense on that background. That's the Phantom Lancer. Yeah, that's one hero that they have gone back before in this tournament here. Won against Empire and Team Spirit with that. Yeah. Style in PL, pretty good.
10 seconds
So what's
remaining.
the response here? I mean, right now, Windrunner and Nightstalker very single target focused.
5 seconds remaining. Radiant team pick.
Okay. That's interesting.
Everybody's just picking cores right now. Nobody really cares about their supports. That's super interesting. Curious as to why.
Especially the Underlords, like that could potentially
10
put the
seconds
Windrunner even in a
remaining.
core role. Nightstalker in the 4 position,
5 seconds remaining.
unless it's something completely different. Yeah, because then things get a little bit more interesting. Because a core Windrunner getting into these items a little bit quicker. You'd figure utility timing, but for the Phantom Lancer can really get too powerful. So if you then link across the tree line when he's just about to start farming away, if you shackle him to something, pop your ultimate with Maelstrom and he's dead. Or close enough to death that you should be able to track him down after the fact. Underlord, if nothing else, like, pretty good team fighter, so Phantom Lancer, if he wants to commit, he's gonna have a hard time against Underlord.
Dire
Damage
team
resistance
pick.
aura, he'll build some things like Crimson Guard. He has that, the Pit of Malice, the Firestorm, all cutting into that PL, onto these PL illusions, but well, that's a hero that we've been able to avoid so far in our coverage here of the CIS qualifiers. Dark Willow. Alright, so Ryuu, I know people who hate that hero, I know people who love that hero.
10 seconds remaining.
And there's pretty much no in between, so I gotta ask you where you stand.
5 seconds
I hated
remaining.
it before, but I don't think the hero's broken anymore. So
Is it
I think it's
balanced?
okay. Yeah, I think he's balanced a lot more now. The hero is very annoying still in team fights. Has a lot of control, but her early game got nerfed a bit, so it doesn't matter. I'm a Pango fan. I enjoy Pango, and I played Dark Willow for a bit. It's okay. It's fun.
Yeah.
Too many nerfs though.
Yeah, she kinda got touched in a number of different ways, and there's still a few aspects of her that are crazy. But her damage ultimates, the Bedlam I believe it's called, is it seems much less effective than it used to be, just because it's, yeah, because of all the nerfs. Shadow Realm is still ridiculously strong and still basically Slark ultimate on a 12-second cooldown at max level. But the biggest weakness of that hero still is that you actually need a lot of levels to really be effective. Level 1 you do very little.
Alright. So let's see. What can they do now? Yeah, the biggest nerf was Willow is like able to kill people so
Radiant
effectively with her
team
ulti.
back.
Now the ulti just doesn't do that much at all.
Yeah.
It feels like. Morphling, interesting counter to PL. I think it's decent against Doom if you get off your morph before you Doom, but PL, once he gets Diffusal, can easily chase you down if you're doomed, and you're going to have no mana. Still not going to be able to escape even if
10
your
seconds
the
remaining.
Doom does run out. So
5
on
seconds
paper, I
remaining.
don't think Morphling's the best counter to PL, but Morphling could still be put mid. They can put
Dire
it in a
team
dual
back.
lane. There's lots of things they can do.
Yeah.
But they need a hero to deal with PL right now. Yeah, Ember was a good ban from FlyToMoon. What other heroes are good? Timber is a good hero, but it's not good against Spearbreaker or Doom.
Yeah. Guess you look for something with some really solid AoE.
10 seconds remaining.
And that would have to be out of
5 seconds
What role?
remaining.
I mean, that's the biggest question. I still think this could be very much a Windrunner mid, unless it's like a 5 position. They go a little bit more greedy with that. In which case, they could still pick up another mid hero here. Tough
I don't-
call.
Uh,
Maybe Death
10
Prophets?
seconds remaining.
Gyro's okay.
5
Yeah.
seconds remaining.
It's not the best, but
Well, they have 20 seconds to figure it out. Then they start randoming.
I mean, I'm always down for Lesh. It's a good Lesh game. You should just go Lesh.
Oh yeah.
$5 on Lesh.
If he gets gone on though, like
Team
he
pick.
should die unless he's super tanky.
Venomancer.
Venomancer, not what I would have expected to be quite honest.
Hmm.
But it's pretty decent against Dark Willow if you land your Gale. And your ultimate, like that does affect her even though she's Shadow Realmed, and she doesn't have too many health points to work with. So it might be enough to tick her over the edge regardless of circumstances. Not as good against Phantom
10
Lancer because you can
seconds
just purge
remaining.
off most of that stuff.
Yeah, they're
5
just gonna
seconds
they're kind of assuming that the Underlord's gonna take care of the PL.
Yeah.
And that they'll get vision. Also, Wind Ranger ulti is very effective against PL. You just ulti the real target and you're gonna always know which one is the real one. So they do have ways to scout him out and keep him in place. So, but if this does go late game, PL does have an
Choose your
advantage.
hero.
Especially with this kind of
Zeus-
covering fire.
Zeus is extremely strong against Morphling. You force Morphling to go for a BKB because of once you get that early Ags on Zeus, Morphling can just immediately die
Oh yeah.
if he's not
If
strength
he-
morph properly.
If he's too greedy, like sometimes you see Morphlings do that. They just,
Right.
if they're farming their own jungle or something, they go max agility. And we all know that old adage, never go full agility. And Zeus can certainly punish that with just a quick press on R, click on the minimap with the D button or whatever you bound it to. And it will be enough. I kind of like that last pick. Still somewhat susceptible to Night
10
Stalker, Windrunner if
seconds
they get some
remaining.
mobility items, like start to run him down. Same for Venomancer, but
5
he will be
seconds
able to
remaining.
throw out a lot of damage if that doesn't happen immediately at the start of a team fight. Which in turn would give more time for the Spirit Breaker to find a good angle, for Doom to find the right target, and also for Phantom Lancer to just focus on whoever they want to. So yeah, kind of like FlyToMoon's lineup here. And AFK 20, they basically rely on being able to get off to a good start in the lanes, and then basically use the advantage, pump more farmer to the Morphling, group up around the Underlord, take team fights. I think that's what it will come down to.
So smart. I don't need to say anything. You're always right.
Which actually agree.
No,
Oh.
everything you said is completely wrong and utter garbage. See, Vino agrees. Vino. I would say Vino. I like
Yeah.
saying Vino.
Prepare
Nah,
for
You got
it's
shit
just
in that
it's
foot
Vino.
in chat earlier,
Yeah.
I believe.
Yeah, I don't know. It's hard for me to say Vino. So I will make my own Dota words.
Vino's like with the I, it's like, that's, what is that Latin word for vine? Vino?
Say that again. I can't hear you right now.
Vino is like a, like Italian or Latin or whatever word for wine,
Oh, nice.
like a drink.
No. Wine like you're a whiner. 'Cause
No,
you cry so
not
much.
that wine.
I don't think that's. Alright, I need to. My mouse keeps going onto my second monitor, and I have it on borderless Windows mode. I don't understand.
Tap through, tap in and out a little bit. See if that fixes it.
30 seconds to battle.
Doesn't really fix it at all.
There was a
I-
console command that I found once, but I don't know it off the top of my head. So I might just have to deal with it or search for that command while I'm rambling about these lanes here. FlyToMoon. An interesting dual lane, of course, Dark Willow. One thing that you have got going for yourself is the long attack range. With the Orb Venom, you should be able to trade. Not so much against the Windrunner though, because we all know how that goes now.
The battle
No
begins.
Fear is actually in a bit of a tough spot.
Every coin helps.
Sonic, he prioritizes Bounty Run. Getting that extra one, so 2 for 2 trade. In that sense, but Nofi is not out of the woods yet. So Neko, he wants to get that kill, but it's a very long cooldown on that Void now. Last right click will at least cancel itself, but Zongrata is the one who draws first blood. Oh god. CIS Dota, like some of these things just don't make sense whatsoever. But they happen anyway because they don't give a hell. They don't give a heck.
That's boots early for Doom too. It's really nice.
Oh yeah.
Especially when you're playing against the double poison.
Oh. See how that lane develops down bottom. Love Underlord, normally a very abusable offlane, and Snake is gonna try and offset that, but he also doesn't really lend too much to the early lane. And both of them really want these levels, which might not have an easy time to here with Silent always trying to fly looking to the naive creep. Very curious to see how that develops into the first nighttime. But middle lane, Iceberg. You go a bit too far, almost. Phew. Good baby, if we had another waveform there, he would have been able to dive that and get the kill.
If only he had his level 25 talent.
I know, right? Why can't you have your level 25 when the game starts? This should be a mutation.
It should be. Play
not the level, just the talent. No? So yeah. See that same kind of back and forth that we're used to seeing so far. Normally very little kill potential unless somebody messes up. And
meanwhile, top lane, oh no, the Shackle miss.
how? Like, Shackle prioritizes heroes, by the way. That's what Eskel would say in this situation.
It's also surprising he did go for Shackle. I don't think it's a good play to go Shackle there. Maybe he wants Shackle to make sure they can't TP away. So, in that sense, it's not bad. Because that's normally the problem. Oh, mid lane. Charge. Getting bullied.
It's low to involve. It's very hard to justify really committing for that dive. So you can turn it to a little bit more strength as needed. But yeah, I mean, that Shackle, I think you hit the nail on the head there, because Venomancer going for this build, you probably gonna be 2-2 at least.
Bottom lane.
Bottom.
Should
They're
be
on fight
first
here.
lane.
There's a badge actually coming in on flow. They're sitting
First
inside the
lane.
fire, but it's not strong enough just yet. So they get that extra kill.
I forgot that the first blood happened earlier before the game began.
Yeah, it happens.
It never happens to me. No. I'm perfect.
Never gave up first blood. Is that what you're trying to tell me?
No, I don't make mistakes while casting.
All right.
Mid lane though, pretty intense. I've been watching it back and forth.
Yeah. I mean, right now Iceberg, he's just going super ham. He got Clarity was cancelled now, but already with the bottle. We'll need to hope that the next rune spawns favorably for him, so he can fill it back up. But so far, it's been working out quite nicely. Nico baby up to 11 last. It's towards a 20 and 5 of Iceberg. Especially nice, quite impressive. Seeing how that's normally hero that's not exactly known for his right click.
Oh, he didn't wait for him in. What? I would have waited for him. That was interesting. Meanwhile, top lane, harassment traded, getting low for both the Doom and the Wind Ranger. Nothing happened afterwards.
Doom already has that level 2 into the Scorched Earth, so he realizes that there's certainly potential for him to be harassed a lot more, so he has that extra regen on top of what you have from the Unholy Aura. But there's a charge. Good baby, he's super low, starts moving strength. He will be fine. It's also the first night time, so Nico with stick charges. Enough for another Void. The Summer Faunus level 3. We got on bottom. Flow just being annoyed as no fear. Takes over lane support duties, so a lot of rotations here from either side as Shackle will connect. Nice little charge here to interrupt the instant follow-up. Iceberg still needs more help though, so they're ready to dive the tower, throws on a few spells. Not gonna be enough to kill off Soneko, but maybe now is always want to fly. Refocuses his efforts with the tower shots. When stacked, oh god, he gets a bash shot to Nico, baby. Tower aggro not obliging though, so Soneko as well as the Morphling won't be able to get away as it seems.
Zeus ulti?
I think if he had level 6, he would not be going for this morph. As it stands, it's just a really great way to make sure that you can get max health.
Yeah, I'm surprised Morphling is getting owned this hard in the mid lane. Mostly because of the bottle and the runes. And there's just too much damage being pumped out. Charge on the top lane. Bash.
He's Spirit Breaker can.
Bash. Oh,
Nice.
almost a value double.
Well. Turns around from Nangrada. Another charge coming in. Soneko actually dropping super low. I think he missed the Infernal Blade, but it's Zeus ult. With all the damage from Nofi as well. Quick burst down on the Night Stalker. Follow-up stun onto Arc. They want to try and find this kill as well if they possibly can with the extra nuke. Not enough with the Shadow Blast.
I'm not sure this is the right Wind Ranger build. I'm not a fan of this. I'd rather him just have 2 in power shot. Most of your damage comes from that. Plus, it's a relatively short cooldown.
Yeah.
Setting up for the stuns is nice and all, but you need damage. You need damage early on as a support.
Dire's top tower is
Very
under
curious
attack.
indeed. I mean, I guess the idea is to combo that up with the Venomancer, but at this point might only be too late. I mean, Doom has a lot of regen. The Unholy Aura, Scorcher 3 points up into that there, so go for that more classic build up against this lane. And yeah, he's out heating that Gale, even at level 3. Always want to fly coming in with the charge. Zeus dies mid at the same time. As this kill attempt is happening, and Arc, yeah, he should take out this dot. Right? Right? There we go. One little punch is needed. Mid lane, that was 2-man effort, I do believe. Eco Baby and Sonic making an appearance as... Yeah.
Yep, they gangbanged the Zeus. 2 deaths already so far for Iceberg. Slowing down Zeus is always nice. A very weak hero in defensive capabilities, especially when you're getting ganked, so easily punished. And they need to just keep on... The real carry in this game is Morphling, so keep pressuring, make sure that Morphling has a good game, and they're doing a good job so far. Meanwhile, top lane, they're going to set up for this kill.
I'll try and find these kind of kills from Soneko, but he already got Scorched Earth off. Nice little shackle off the creep. I think they might have enough here. The ultimate use from Arc as he saw the charge coming in. Nangrada stays alive long enough to set up not for 1, but for 2 counter kills. At the same time, Zeus in mid. Nico
Meanwhile,
Baby going
mid.
again,
Ooh.
almost gets that solo kill again.
Why doesn't he have his ulti? Is Morph just bad or something? He could just have zapped him and killed him. It's only
Pretty
50
good.
mana. What? I don't understand Morphlings that don't go their ulti.
Yeah. They're just saying like, oh yeah, it's too complicated for me. I don't want to think about how to use it.
Dire's top tower is under
It's
attack.
probably not the same kind of thought process. Maybe just like, oh yeah, I'm on max more. Also want the extra nuke, and that should be enough to help me win the lane anyway. I don't know. Certainly missed out in that situation. You're absolutely right. But for now, pressure up top still lasting. Soneko hasn't really been able
Radiant's middle tower
to
is
get
under
as
attack.
any free kills as you would like
Dire's
on the
top
first
tower
nighttime
is
of
under
Night Stalker.
attack.
Now at daytime, he can't help but feel a lot more useless.
Right now, Arc has just been feeding the last 2 minutes. 0-2. They've done a really good job of punishing him in lanes.
Yeah.
Now Doom is up, so he can easily just dive on top of them. He's not careful again. Here comes the charge.
It is quite interrupted because it doesn't stun anymore at daytime.
Haha.
Always want to fly will die, but so will the other guy. I think it's a Zeus ult with Nangrada shackled under the tree, and he's got some Scorch Earth going, but not quite enough against the combined power. The 3 heroes under the tower. So this time around it works out a little bit better here for them as okay. This time Zeus dies. Be inside the river, always want to fly with the charge, but no way can put on any meaningful pressure on towards the Morphling. So he's salvaging, he's drawing even with the Zeus in terms of net worth.
Big problem is this PL though.
Are scanning.
They haven't really shut him down at all.
I thought. CP on the Dark Willow. Will barely be able to make it home. Poison damage. Not enough to take her out, I think. Oh, she's fine. But yeah, that's a good point. We haven't talked about this PL a lot. Silent, he's just loving this game right now, isn't he?
Yep. Playing under the radar.
Pretty close to max
Zeus.
CS.
Ulti? Actually, can't.
Yeah, so Silent's gonna get a very well-timed defeat bait. Zeus is still getting his levels despite a couple of deaths. He's up to level 9 already. Probably next up Agnem, so would you go for some sort of detour towards the Veil?
For Iceberg?
Yeah. Speaking of Iceberg, Shackle. Power shot not really doing too much, still only level 1. So now, plenty of ways to turn around. The Strength Mob was not actually going, so they will be able to burst down the Morphling. It's a pretty big kill. Took them 4 heroes to actually suddenly show up in mid lane to make it work, but hey, they also have the catapults who can transition it into a nice little push quite easily.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Yep, that's why you don't like playing against Dark Willow. You just can't even do anything afterwards. And tower going down here. The rebuttal is a little bit of pressure on top, but it's not going to be much. Nice stun though.
Nice little Shackle, but no follow-up onto No Fear. He'll still be fine for now. The charge from the unexpected angle gonna go onto Arc. I say, just be trying to finish up this Willow. No Fear resigns to his fate, but doing a bit of damage in return. He'll get Arc one more time. Iceberg still spamming in spells as Flo says, no, I'm freaking out of here. But might not be enough. One more nuke. Oh, I can't get it off. Oh, he can. He used it on the Underlord. Gets both of these kills rather than just settling for the Night Stalker who is lower. And it's the Rune spawns right way. Zed finds the walls like Iceberg, having the time of his life right now at that fight.
Radiant's bottom
Exactly
tower
what
is under attack.
Zeus wants to do. Just stand there,
Dire's top
press your
tower
spells,
is
and
under
not be gone on.
Dire's
I think
top
Zeus
tower
with that,
is
probably go
fortified.
Aether Lens, yeah. He just purchased it. The thing is, Aether Lens is probably the best item on Zeus. You can just maximize your damage output, increase your cast range, and it's just overall good to have. And then he should probably go for, I think he can go for Ags right afterwards, or he can go for a Yule's or Force Staff. A repositioning item is always good on Zeus, so you don't die too quickly.
Radiant's bottom tower
But
is under
even
attack.
though they lost the mid tower, lost the mid fight, they are putting on some pressure here in the bottom lane. They kind of have to. When Doom is down, they need to pressure as best they can. But right now, they're not slowing down the PL. They're not really taking objectives. So FlyToMoon are in complete control of this game.
FK20, I mean, this is Nighttime. This is where they're supposed to be strong, but Soneko not feeling comfortable diving the tower as
Radiant are
FlyToMoon know
scanning.
exactly that something was amiss. And look at Always Wanna Fly. I mean, he was much richer 5 minutes in than our other Spirit Break ever was. Now we see Soneko walking in, silent, not quite ready with the refusal blade. So, not exactly a lot of damage towards Soneko. He's not enough to bring him down as Nico Baby comes in. He's his own Phantom Lance and Shackle off the mark. There's some Onion Illusion.
Is under attack.
As Always Wanna Fly finds a charge into the Pit of Malice, so stopped in his tracks. It's the first kill.
Middle tower is under attack.
Good if it stays like that. FlyToMoon, they want some revenge. They get the follow-up route here onto Sonic. Windrun already used, back on cooldown again in a couple of seconds because the spell is just freaking ridiculous. He walks up towards the rest of his team. That'll be the end of it. Another spell's used, only one hero dying. Quite interesting.
But you just see the uselessness of this Vino. I could have, or Veno. God bless. So impossible to change this name saying of that hero.
Like
But-
every guy has a name like this. Like for you it's Vino, for me it's Abaddon,
Abaddon.
Baden. Like I can
I don't
never
even know.
remember, right? Garrett just gets on my nerves whenever
I like
do
saying
wrong.
Abaddon, to be honest, even though that's wrong.
Yeah. It's like Abaddon. But
Yeah.
the short form is Abba. So it's like confounds it a little bit.
I don't know. Does anyone know how to speak English around here? Not me.
You only native speaker and all.
Radiant's top
I just
tower
want to
is
play.
under attack.
Do I need to speak? I just want to play. Can I play in this game? I could do
Oh.
better than this, you know.
Arguably,
what?
if you're playing the game, you're supposed to talk to your teammates, right?
Dire's structures are fortified.
Is that not a thing in
I'm
NA
just-
Dota? I don't know.
I'm just kidding. It's just been a rough game. I'm curious as to why they even picked that out. It just doesn't make sense to me. But
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Oh,
meanwhile,
Flo.
losing bottom tower, they're gonna go in.
Gotta go on
Good
flow!
lord.
They should have enough
Yeah,
damage
but
burst
they
him
can
down.
burst
Still,
him.
still level 1 ultimate takes forever. Get that kill. Tier 1 bottom has already been claimed, so they're gonna try and put some pressure on tier 2. Meanwhile, up top. Night time still there. Snowfear gone on. Nice little stun combo there. And the charge is still coming through, not even needed. Iceberg TPing in, just trying to provide enough damage to secure the kill. No support whatsoever from the rest of AFK 20. So they only get a little bit of damage up to the tower. There's a full-blown rotation from FlyToMoon.
They already got the bottom tower, so they could. So they either could have defended the top or just go for the tier 2 bottom.
Oh, silent.
I think.
Oh no. Very easy game. Sonic with the charge. They can still fight this. Especially with the stun here. No more wind run. Such an easy kill for Silent. Now running down the next one. Flo takes him a little bit longer because of the innate tankiness, but eventually he'll be able to zip him down. There it is. Triple kill just like that for Silent. Fourth one fell somewhere else, and now Nico, baby, he's the last one standing. Not really get the memo though. Gets charged up. Follow up with that stun from Nofi. Sitting in the River of Death right now. Needs to start morphing strength ASAP. But turns into Phantom Lancer. Neat little play, but ultimately not enough. FlyToMoon is way too many people. Way too quick on the trigger with the quick kills. Say quick a lot, but it's just what it is.
Be quick and decisive in your words.
Tower is under attack.
Oh, this game is looking very grim, to say the least. I'd say the odds is like 90 to 10 right now, just because they have no solutions for PO. And he's top net worth.
Is under attack.
Is Dota Plus broken because it says 100%?
I don't
For the
believe
dire.
that they're wrong.
Tower has
For the
fallen.
dire though.
Really?
It's broken.
What
This is
that-
very
what
broken.
What is the? How do I get there?
F8.
All right, my
See it on the
butt. I
bottom
think
left.
I'm gonna restart my Dota.
Alright. Yeah, so maybe Dota Plus is as confused by this game as we are. Or at least by this Venomancer last pick.
100% win rate. Kappa.
I guess. Yeah, I mean, if that's how... I don't really know how it works. It has something to do with some machine learning and stuff. But Nico Baby completely out of mana. He's starting more strength. The charge coming in will be interrupted by the Pit of Melos. Already brought down, so... I'll prevent this kill for now. At the very least, they're keeping this Morphling away from farm, which is going to be a bigger and bigger deal. He's only sitting at 6.2k, and that's the highest in his team. Compare that to Iceberg, sitting at 8.6. And Silent scratching that 10k mark.
Radiant's
It's not what you want to see if you're a Soneko fan or an Arc 20 fan. So, should be able to make it out this time.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Alright.
It's not like they can get any magical item and fight too, right?
Dire's
They're just
bottom
dying
tower
around
is
the
under
map.
attack.
They don't have this one item that's gonna change the game, right? Morphling needs Lincolns just to farm faster. Doesn't help you
Yeah.
because he can easily be broken. Like charge from afar, one Zeus lightning. There's just
Dire's
They just
bottom
can't do
tower
anything.
is under attack.
Speaking of charge, it's going on Soneko right now. Nangrada's sitting inside the trees. Oh no! Oh no! Oh, he's gonna fly. Cursing Roshan right now, so that interrupts it with a bash. Nangrada. Well, not left alone though. Iceberg as well as Snowfear make their way up top. Oh, you got the Windrunner now looking for Arc. Trying to TP on the sides. Just successful. Soneko also a little bit too fast on his feet at night time. FlyToMoon, they're not really giving up a single hero. They're fighting for every inch that that Arc 20 is trying to take. Alright.
Looking, let me see, maybe I need to redo my voice.
Do one Underlords. Couple right clicks here, but this time Nico maybe. They're at the right time. Underlord a bit too tanky. Now they can find even more perhaps, but it's silent. He's gonna finish off the kill. And not just that one. Look at him. He doesn't even care. Looking for Soneko, trying to finish him off, but he's too far away. Refocusing on Arc. Spamming illusions. No one can really continue to fight. Sonic, meanwhile, brought down by Iceberg as he cleans up in the back. Oh no, this is just FlyToMoon throwing the net worth at Arc 20 and saying, yo, come fight us if you're there.
Dire's top tower.
Yeah, their heroes just seem very useless right now. I don't see a silver lining. I don't see one silver lining right now.
Yeah.
I try to be optimistic. It's just not there.
It's very depressing. See the replay there, just silent, just went in, and eventually you start running people down, just one by one, and the once he doesn't catch, when Zeus is right there, Iceberg, he's just with the Veil Ether, and it's only now going for the axe. I mean, he's gonna have it completed in a second.
They just have one lockdown, and that's Wind Ranger. They just don't have a way to really initiate in the fight.
There we go again. Talking about Windrunner, well, she's dead. Morphling dies in the back. Non-Groudon always want to fly. And it was not even Doom used. They're just falling apart right now.
Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
This is hurting my eyes. I feel bad for them.
Yeah. Well, 26 to 11, only 22 minutes in, 14k advantage. Look, network graph only knows one way, and that is up. Same for the experience. This game is all the makings of a very easy finish for FlyToMoon whenever they want to. The question is, do you feel confident enough to just go high ground with this attitude, or do you still want to try and get the safety of an Aegis?
Oh, this is painful.
Oh god. Ugh. Maybe an opening top, but... Hello, I'm Willow. I'm pressing 2 buttons and I'm out. There's nothing you can do to stop me. Very balanced.
Dire are scanning.
Well, I always want to fly. They do scan him out, but Iceberg. This big one in the back, chasing him down. Meanwhile, just the illusions diving high ground. They isolate the Windrunner. There's just a charge stun, a single bash, which is like what, 1.6 seconds. More than they need to just burst her down.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
They can potentially do Roche. Thunder, the Nimbus is pretty good at taking Roche.
Yep.
It does a lot of damage. Plus Veil. They can just go do that whenever. Also, Peel is pretty broken for Roche, just because of all the illusions that summon.
Here we go again. An opportunity to run in. Snake already out of mana. Night Stalkers. Oh god, that's a big Zeus combo. The fear is completely bursted without even getting a chance to more flow. That ultimate is never gonna work out. They die one by one. GG is called. Very
They don't even need Roche.
anticlimactic end. Yeah, I mean, it's just what happens when 2 of your cores are miles ahead of everyone else.
Yeah. You have to go back to the drawing board. I don't understand why they picked Underlord right then. They could have just picked this support hero there and easily seen the 4 heroes and then picked 2 cores. That was...
Yep.
I'm going to say stupid. It would be nice and just say the word stupid. It's just not smart.
That's a nice version, okay.
Yeah. And then the main version is not smart. They were not smart in the decision making to pick their offline there. They could have just picked another support or and just had Night Stalker core or something, but I don't know. Maybe maybe the Underlord wasn't as bad, but the Vino was.
Yeah, I mean,
question what best. That hero just got ran over.
I kind of like the idea on paper, just early points in Shackle and then using the Venom Arts to damage, but it doesn't work up against someone who has so much region to work with. And the Doom is one of these heroes who just doesn't care. He just stands there, heals through all your damage, and your dual lane just fails completely as a result. So Yeah. Not exactly the right strat for what FlyToMoon had to offer in terms of the heroes. Goes back to drought, goes back to the lanes. But the bottom line is FlyToMoon, they're up 4-1 now with this result. 20 min AFK less, or AFK 20, however you want to call them. They're down to 2 and 3, so still in the danger zone for them. But well, we're gonna move on from that because we have one very different match coming up. The last one here on our schedule, Gambit versus Espada. Espada also. We haven't had the chance to cast them this time around so far, but they've also been looking quite good, just as much as FlyToMoon, sitting at 3-1 before this game. So we'll see how that works out in just a few moments' time, so don't go too far away.